Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and Friday. You know, Fridays this season are jam-packed full of shows. We have shows like Shikamori, we have shows like Summertime Rendering, and we have shows like Kaguya-sama. And you guessed it, today we're going to be talking about Kaguya-sama Love is War Ultra Romantic, Episode 3. And let me start off the video by saying this show is it's really just a joy, honestly. Every season that we have this series in it, it's just a pure joy to be around. It's just such a fun series. First and foremost, above anything else, it is a fun series. As I've gotten older, I've really kind of gotten away from shonens a bit, you know? Growing up, you'd watch shows like Naruto, Dragon Ball, for me, Bleach. Not really One Piece, honestly, because One Piece was never on TV, but just a lot of shonens like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. I kind of count those as shonen, but just shows like that, And as I've gotten older, I've kind of leaned more away from that stuff. I still like them, obviously. They're really good shows, but I don't know. I feel like my tastes have, I don't want to say matured, but maybe I guess that would apply. They've matured a bit, Now I look for shows that are fun, with characters that are enjoyable. And this series is the definition of that, all wrapped up in a tight little bow. Because this show is just a complete pleasure to watch every week. And I don't even like watching shows weekly, guys. Let me give you a little bit of insight on me. Before I started to make videos, I didn't like doing shows weekly, and I still don't. But for content for you guys and for videos, I do. I do watch shows weekly. I usually like to binge shows. That's why I haven't done any videos on Komi this season and all that. I haven't done Summertime Rendering yet because I want a couple episodes of that to be out. And we haven't done another video for Shikamori or The Executioner because I kind of want to watch those shows all at once. And give you guys an overview of the whole season when they're done. I think I will do that, actually, so look forward to those. But with specific shows, like Kaguya, for instance, I have to watch it weekly, because it's just such a blast. It's just fun, and it really just brightens up your day. So, I know this is Season 3, but if you guys are on the fence about watching this show, you absolutely have to. It is just a pure blast. The characters all interact extremely well together, and the story, while it's not a super complicated one, is engaging enough, So, let's kind of get into today's episode, Since this is an episodic kind of series, these shows, it's kind of hard to talk about, so we'll break this up a little differently this time. So, you see, this episode is really about, I guess you could say, relationships. This episode's about. I know, crazy, right? With this series, relationships being a topic. Crazy, but nah. I'll start off by saying I love how this show can give us side characters and not just have it be super boring, Because a lot of series, when they focus on side characters or characters that aren't a part of our main cast but are kind of reoccurring, sometimes it falls flat. It's boring, Every time you see that, you think to yourself, man, I kind of wish we would get back to our characters. I don't really care about this character. But I love how this show can introduce us to all these different new characters and kind of throw them in with our main cast of characters. And it's still fun to watch. Because today, we had an episode about cheating, actually, is how our episode started. And I personally don't like cheating. I think it's a really scummy thing to do to someone, truthfully. But, I don't know, I think this episode handled it kind of well and put a nice little spin on it, And we've all had these instances where we feel a little insecure or we see something and we're like, oh, that seems a little off and all that. But this show tackled it quite well. So we get our two reoccurring characters, actually. I forgot their name, honestly. I should have wrote that down. But we've had them in every season of the show, this couple. They're kind of I don't know, they're kind of like what Kaguya and Shirogane would be if they were together. They're really here to showcase, like, this is what they could be, you know? And they've always been fun to watch. Oh, dropping my pen. Hold on, guys. You got to see my hair a little bit. But yeah, it's just been fun. Just fun through and through. And we get a little perspective into the girl's mind when it comes to cheating. And it's definitely something very interesting. Ladies, in the comments, I'd love to see if you guys really think like this in a relationship. Like, I'd really love to see that. So let me know in the comments about that. That'd be kind of fun. I could see that being a fun little discussion. But yeah, it's just, overall, it's just a really fun show, guys. If I haven't said that enough. It's just a blast to watch every week. There's not really much to talk about. You know, we had the coin game in this episode, which I think would be a very fun idea to do IRL with some people. I think that could be quite an interesting game to play with people. I don't know. I might bring that up next time I hang out with some people. I could see that being pretty entertaining. I don't know. I think I want to make this video kind of short today, guys, though. Like I said, there's not much to talk about. It's just me kind of gushing about the series. And I know it's season 3, but if you've been on the fence about watching this show, you definitely have to. You definitely have to, guys. It's pretty easily one of the best series this season. I think unquestionably. So definitely check it out if you've been on the fence about it. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be it for today's episode, you know? Just, you know, Fridays, just normal Kaguya greatness, you know? It's just fun. So you guys let me know what you thought about this episode. And, yeah, I think that'll be it, honestly. Like I said, there's not too much to discuss. This is an episodic show, so even in this episode alone, we had 3 different scenes depicting it. But I guess we could talk a little bit about the coin game, you know? Maybe, all right. And just how fun of an idea I think that actually would be in real life. And how this, all right, I do actually have a topic to talk about. I love how this series combines the psychological aspect and comedy. Because these are 2 things typically that you don't think would mesh well together. Because they're kind of opposites in a way. Psychological series really get in your head and make you think of stuff. And comedy romances are really, like, as you would expect, pretty straight to the point and pretty self-explanatory. And you would think, oh, these wouldn't mesh that well. But when you combine them together, they actually work so surprisingly well that it is crazy. And that is definitely the strength of this show. Just Kaguya and Shirogane bouncing off of each other with these mind games. And then you add the comedy romance part to it. It's just a breath of fresh air. And it's just very entertaining, to say the least. That is definitely the strongest point of this show, in my opinion, is the comedy. Because they can combine these 2 aspects so well together that it just makes it a blast to watch. So definitely check the show out if you've been on the fence, guys. It is, because I've heard some people say that the show, oh, it's overhyped and all that. No, I really don't think it is. Trust me, guys, when I see a show I think is overhyped, I'll let you know. Like, before it came out, everybody was talking about Shikamori and just how, oh man, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be the dress-up darling of this season. And I'll be real. It's not. That is the show I think has been overhyped a little bit. But it's still enjoyable. And Kaguya is definitely not an overhyped show. So you guys let me know in the comments what you thought about today's episode. You know, just more Kaguya greatness, like I said. But I want to hear your guys' opinion down below. And yeah, I think that'll be it. Now it actually will be it. I think we'll end right here. So, like I said, let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day today. Rest of your week, month, and year. And until next time, deuces, and have a blessed day.